You mean to tell me that I can't get my name off the birth
That's your
certificate?
baby. I mean to tell you, once you sign a birth certificate and you sign an acknowledgement of paternity, and this is a word for you and all the other men out here that want to be supportive, you may be setting yourself up to be obligated to be supportive financially for the next 18 years. Whew. That's how it works.
Look how she's smiling, knowing she done snaked Buddy. Which is why mandatory DNA testing should be conducted. Look at the smile on her face. DNA test first. I paid child support for a kid and found out when he was 35 that it wasn't my child, and she found out when he was 5 years old. Should I get my child support back? That's how it works. All you well-intended guys better use your common sense and not your heart. She already knew he was not the father.
You mean to tell me that I can't get my name off the birth
That's your
certificate?
baby. I mean to tell you.
This was the most interesting part of this video. Did you notice the wide smile on her face when she realized that he would be responsible for that child for the next 18 years, even though he was not the father? She probably knew from the start that it wasn't his baby, or there was a possibility he might not be the father, but she kept it secret. The sad part is that initially he probably was told or thought the child was his, which is why he had no issue signing the birth certificate. Now the truth has been revealed. But what makes it more heartbreaking is that he can't get out of that responsibility.
Once you sign a birth certificate and you sign an acknowledgement of paternity, you may be setting yourself up to be obligated to be supportive financially for the next 18 years.
I don't know why they don't consider the fact that he didn't know the truth when he signed it. That should matter, as he wouldn't have done it if he knew that he wasn't the father. Why would you want someone who is not the father to be responsible for child support when the real father pays nothing? I don't understand the logic behind it. This type of case happens a lot, and usually it happens for two reasons. The first could be related to the fact that the actual child's father doesn't want anything to do with her. It was just an adventure, but she decided to have a child, so she gave the baby to the man who wants a family. And the second reason could be related to finances. Maybe the guy in the court is doing better financially. And of course, as a smart woman, she made him the father to guarantee a better future for her child. But this is not how things should be done. None of those options are fair to the poor man who just wanted to do the right thing.
Divorced 4 times. Let's see, let's go. You tell me. What do you want to know?
What is the most toxic thing that you've ever done?
Okay, let's do this. All right, take them to court and then get a good divorce lawyer, of course. Take them for half of the retirement. Take them half of their property and then fight them for higher child support, okay? And a couple of years from now, hit you up for more child support. Every 3 years. Every 3 years. You go up from maybe 200 to 300 to 400 to 500. You bring it up to $2,000 per child. Per child.
I think that finding a job would be a better option. She definitely wanted her ex to cover all of her expenses, and that's why she had to go this far.
But I got one child right here. Kaylin right here. Her daddy paying child support for her, of course.
I divorced 3 wives. Now I'm homeless. She knows the system. Why does she look so proud of her actions? Old school marriage is the best. She seems to be really proud of herself for going this far to get as much as she could. But this is something she wouldn't have to do if she was willing to get an actual job. That would have solved most of her problems, and she wouldn't have the need to go this far to extract things from them. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if she calls herself independent, who doesn't need anyone, but had no issue going after money when divorce became part of the subject. We see this playing out all the time, and this is one of the reasons this generation is having a second thought when it comes to marriage, as most aren't willing to experience what her exes had to go through. Nobody wants to find themselves in a situation where their ex-spouses take them to court and do their best to extract as much resources as possible. Most of us have no issue supporting our children after the divorce. That's why the situation she just described is unnecessary. There is no need to turn it into a battlefield. The caption says, "I was giving her $700 a month on the side for child support, and she tried to take me to court, and now I pay $149.65. I bet she had that one friend who told her to do that. Key factor is, the man was taking care of his child before courts got involved. I went from $400 a month to $50 a month. My baby mama taking me to court now. I was giving her $600 a month. I hope I get blessed like this. This happened to me. It's been a year now and she's still mad at me. Something similar happened to me. I was giving her $500 a month. Missed 1 month due to work slowing. Took me to court and she gets $190 a month now. I went from $690 to $101. Felt. I was giving her $1,000 per month. Took me to court and now only pay $220. Most men don't have issues taking care of their children. And this is why cases like this draw some level of attention, as a lot of guys have already gone through it. They faced a similar situation where they already had some sort of agreement with their child's mother, but due to their own greediness or the people they listened to, they ended up having a huge decrease in the amount the father willingly was giving them. And this is where the regrets start to kick in. I know some guys would still ignore it and continue giving the previous amount they were giving, but most guys would just follow and pay the new figure, because since the mother decided to take this path, they just went along with it. She thought it would be a smart move, but now half of the rent payment is gone. This is why those parents who can sort things out between them are in a better place, as they will be able to come up with a solution that favors everyone instead of complicating things. The comment section was flooded by guys who went through the same thing. They found themselves in a situation where their child's mother thought they weren't giving them enough money, only to start receiving less after taking this step.
So my baby daddy took the kids away legally. My baby daddy wants me to pay child support to him, and he's gonna chase me down for it. My baby daddy tried to get me jumped. My baby daddy apparently got somebody role-playing, trying to role-play me. So how did I lose? So I made a Google Drive and I organized every piece of evidence, from the financial to the abuse, both physical and emotional, and I just organized so much. Then also how he's a shitty dad. I had all these different examples. Cool. So he was supposed to be prepping me beforehand, and the entire time that he could have been talking to me, prepping me, he was kikiing and laughing with my baby daddy about his career. Okay, fast forward. Why do the kids get taken away? 3 factors according to the judge. 1, distance. I am far from Cairo's school, even though I work 5 minutes the street away from his school, but whatever. My transportation issues. At that moment, my car wasn't fixed. It's fixed now, y'all. And then this one is gonna be my favorite one, just because it's so ironic. But again, she didn't have the information. She believed that he would foster a better relationship. She admitted she didn't have much to lean on and this was a difficult choice. However, based off of my tone, my matter-of-fact tone, and the fact that I couldn't even bring myself to say that he was a good parent, even though my lawyer was probing me. So yeah, that happened. Now this is what happened at the hearing.
As a single girl dad, I'd love to hear his side of the story. My BM told people the same story you said, after the courts gave me custody of our child. Single full-time girl dad too. I would love to hear the actual truth, because the courts don't just award their father custody. I just received custody of my kids, and you sound so much like my kid's mother. I would pay to hear his side of the story. I was surprised that they gave him full custody. We don't see that often, and I know most are asking the same question. What happened? It would be good if we were able to listen to his side of the story. This is where we would find the answer to all the questions we have. We know if they believe their father is a better fit to raise their child, it means that they had enough evidence that led them to this decision, but she didn't mention them. This is the normal procedure. Anyone who has the kids full-time should receive financial support from the other parent. I know her child's father was giving her child support while she had them, so I don't know why she spoke about it as if it was something abnormal. She said he wants her to pay child support, and he will chase her down for it. But why will he need to chase her down when it's something she knows she needs to do? Maybe she thinks that a father should pay child support, but the same doesn't apply to the mother, and this is why she had that reaction. But soon she will understand that it goes both ways.
Welcome to our self-development section. Today we have a great message for those who are waiting for things to get better, those who are waiting for their lucky day to arrive.
Well, I think if you want the future to be good, you must make it so. Take action to make it good, and it will be.
You need to know that it won't be given to you. Instead, you will have to go and do what is required to achieve it. This is the only way to go about it. I know some people were lucky enough to win the lottery, but this is only a tiny percentage of the population, so you shouldn't count on that. You will need to go where the odds are better. You will need to do things that will increase the chances of reaching your goal, and it usually requires your full input. Your dreams and goals depend on you. And remember, if you do nothing, you better believe that no change will happen. So it's up to you to do what is necessary to take yourself to the next level. You are in command of this ship. This is all for today's video, and we hope you like it. Make sure to subscribe to our channel on your way out.